NetherGames might be known for their game modes that are the same as Hypixel or very similar, they have also created some of their own game modes before, one of these being Conquest. Conquest was a genuinely fun game mode that was a mix of Capture the Flag and BedWars put together, but it has declined in players since launch, now only reaching player counts up to 16 at peak hours. Today I would like to uncover why this game was most likely going to fail from the start and what I think went wrong. At first, I thought Conquest was going to be the next big game mode, getting a player count similar to BedWars, which was true at first. I mean, it was clear this new game mode, which had been getting hyped up for weeks by the NetherGames team, and the event that was hosted for YouTubers, which had lots of big names promoting it right before it came out. So yes, it looked like it was going to be successful, with its player counts over 200 for the first few days, and everyone was trying to grind the leaderboards, me included. Which I must say, I was having so much fun playing this new game mode, and lots of others did as well. There was just something about the change to playing something else besides BedWars, while being similar, which just made it so fun. NetherGames has even went as far as to changing how Conquest works, from making it so you only need 2 points to score, to also making it so you can only carry 1 flag at once. And they even made it so if there's a running game at the moment you queue, you will join it instead of going into a lobby waiting for other players. Anyways, now it's time to get into some points that could have led to the downfall of Conquest. First of all, if you look at almost any game on NetherGames, they are just game modes from other servers for the most part. Obviously, games like Skyblock are completely different in the way they run, but they still are game modes that are on other servers, and going along with every game that NetherGames makes on their own without somewhat copying just flops. For some reason, people only like the games that are popular in other places and don't like these new games that they create. I think this is because lots of players might be playing NetherGames to play games that their favorite Java YouTubers play, so they aren't interested in these other games they have never seen before because the general player base of NetherGames isn't there for new game modes. It almost seems if, say, Hypixel had a Conquest game mode that worked the exact same as NetherGames Conquest, it would cause people to start playing the NetherGames one. I think NG just is not known for having its own special game modes, so that's why people don't enjoy playing it, and players aren't interested in new game modes that isn't just copied. I also believe that if a server like Hive created a game mode like Conquest, it would also probably do well, with content creators supporting it, and most of the Hive player base chose to like games besides the basic ones that's almost in every server. But of course, some of the most popular game modes on Hive still are somewhat copied game modes. I just overall think these NetherGames players aren't ready for these new game modes when they are on the server for other reasons besides new content. I just overall think NetherGames players aren't ready for these new game modes when they are on the server for reasons besides playing these new game modes that are given to the player base. Next, I will talk about how NetherGames could try to be more successful with future projects that are similar to Conquest. I think they could possibly do things that make them more similar to game modes that are already a thing, but change them in their own ways a bit more than they would normally, just like how Hive does, for example. If they do this, I feel the player base will get more used to these games since they are similar to original games that they've seen played before. They can also slowly make game modes further away from already popular ones. Slowly doing this will allow players to adjust to not disliking games that aren't the exact same. It would make it so these players would also be more likely to try, which could help a lot when trying to create these new game modes. And while making a new game mode, they could try to run polls so community members could pick how the game mode works and the community gets what they want. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.